Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Combat Craig, and the VA proposed changes have resulted in a congressional inquiry. The VA proposed a series of changes to the rating schedule for disabilities like tinnitus, sleep apnea, and mental health. Congressman Jim Costa from the 16th District of California has made an inquiry into the spike of reductions as well as the proposed changes, which we will cover here shortly. I have some workarounds for these proposed changes in my boot camp at combatcraig.com. Get in there, but it'd be better if we could just stop these changes so you could keep with your current strategy for your tinnitus claim, sleep apnea claim, or your mental health claim. And you don't have to worry about these changes going into effect while you're in the middle of your claim. The best way to stop these changes is to put pressure on your congressman like I have. I've included a link so you can find your congressman, the proposed changes to the rating schedule, and the link to Congressman Jim Costa's inquiry. I've also included the text from the email that I sent to my congressman so you can copy and paste it. It's all in the description. All these links are in the description, and my text is there. Copy and paste it, remove Combat Craig with your name, and remove Air Force with whatever you were in. There's a few changes you can make, but basically this is a format for you. This is the link to find your representative. You'll put in your zip code and then click Find Your Rep by Zip. Your representative will come up. This is my representative. Yours will be different. And then you'll click on the email tab here, which will take you to an email page where you can send them a note. Representative's contact page, they all have one of these. So hit the little email link. Fill out your information, tell them your email address or phone number if you want to. Yes, I would like a response. This is a veterans issue. Proposed changes to VA schedule. And basically, I told them I'm a 100% service-disabled veteran. I'm deeply concerned about the VA rating schedule changes, and I put a link to the changes. And then I left a comment. I told him I left a comment there, but I want you to hear me because you're my elected representative because I elected you and I support you. And I asked him to join Congressman Jim Costa's inquiry, and I left a link to that here. And then thank you for your continued support. And Combat Craig, U.S. Air Force, 100% disabled veteran, proud Idaho resident, voter, and supporter of your reelection. You want to make sure that you tell him that you support him and you supported him last time, and you will continue to if he's veteran friendly. This is in the description. You can just copy and paste this and then fire it off to your senator. It appears that we are seeing an uptick in the number of veterans reaching out to us expressing profound anxiety and confusion about why their disability rating and monthly compensation benefit has been reduced. In the case where the Department of Veterans Affairs is conducting random checks and issuing disability reductions, veterans often feel blindsided as well as exasperated that a reduction doesn't reflect their current level of disability. In other cases, veterans are going in for a regular medical appointment, sometimes even with concerns about a deterioration in their condition, only to get a notice that their disability status has been cut due to improvement. In some cases, our constituent veterans are seeing reductions ranging from 20 to 40% monthly compensation. That strategy, that's my boot camp. That's what I talk about. I preach it and I teach it. You need a doctor that can help you with a Nexus letter. Check out my med team. Here's an email address. Hit them up. Tell them you need a Nexus. This is fundamentally at odds with the spirit of the existing U.S. Code and U.S. Code of Federal Regulations, which emphasizes the importance of comprehensive assessments before a reduction is made to a veteran's disability status. These cuts are having a dramatic effect on the mental and physical health of our veterans. In some cases, veterans are avoiding going to the doctor for fear of receiving a medical assessment that might unfairly reduce their benefits. Often, this process is actively disincentivizing veterans from participating in the system set up to serve them. Furthermore, a pileup of requests for the Department of Veterans Affairs to reconsider these proposed reductions is causing enormous delays and increasing wait times for veterans. To seek to understand why this is happening and to better serve our constituents, we request an answer to the following questions. Issuing reductions after one appointment is unacceptable and deeply unfair to our veterans. Has the Department of Veterans Affairs considered implementing a minimum number of appointments required before deciding to issue a reduction in order to demonstrate sustained improvement to veterans' health over time? A number of veterans are reporting concerns about reductions associated with proposed changes in rating criteria for tinnitus, following a reassessment of the Veterans Affairs schedule for rating disabilities. The Department of Veterans Affairs issued a notice on February 15th highlighting proposed adjustments to the rating schedule with the commitment that no change to a veteran's current rating would occur due to these proposed changes. With this commitment in mind, what accounts for this spike in reductions to disability rating for veterans with tinnitus? Receiving notice that your disability status is being reduced is often profoundly upsetting for veterans. Has the Department of Veterans Affairs considered widening the window between the date a notice is issued to a veteran of a reduction and the date the veteran is required to request a hearing? When you're talking to a VA employee or a doctor that's contracted by the VA, you want to say as little as possible and keep it factual and legal. When you're talking to your congressman, you want to tell him what's going on, why you think things are unfair, and you want to get his attention by saying that you will either support him or not support him if he doesn't support veterans. That's what gets your congressman's attention. Nothing else does. Congressmen get rich because they have power. You put them in power, and you can remove them in power. You are a constituent. You are a voter. You need to make your voice known and your intentions known to your congressman. This is how you do it. And tell them you expect a response. That strategy, that's my boot camp. That's what I talk about. I preach it and I teach it. You need a doctor that can help you with a Nexus letter. Check out my med team. Here's an email address. Hit them up. Tell them you need a Nexus.